It's Thursday, February 19th, 2026, and we are in the middle of the most complex weather week of the entire winter. Today is Severe Weather Day. The Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk across the Ohio Valley with tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail possible from this afternoon into the evening. Confidence is growing that supercells could drop tornadoes across southeast Illinois, southern Indiana, and western Kentucky. At the same time, the signal for a potential nor'easter this weekend just got stronger. The National Weather Service says confidence is increasing for a coastal low by Sunday into early Monday. And if it comes together, heavy coastal rain, inland snow, strong winds, and even coastal flooding could hit from the mid-Atlantic to New England. AccuWeather calls it a lurking storm with potential for significant snow in New York City, Boston, and Philadelphia. One forecaster put it bluntly, by today's model runs, we either lock in a blizzard or send it off to sea. Meanwhile, wildfires are still burning across Oklahoma. Fire weather concerns continue across the southern plains. California's storm siege goes on with feet of Sierra snow piling up, and a winter storm is bringing heavy snow and ice to the upper Midwest and Great Lakes right now. Every threat is live. Let me walk you through all of it. By the way, if you'd like specific weather forecasts for your region or city, please leave them in the comments. I'll answer them individually as time allows. Also, if you like the video and subscribe to my channel, you'd be very grateful. Now let's move on. Today's severe weather, Ohio Valley. This is the first severe thunderstorm threat of 2026 for the Ohio Valley. The SPC has a slight risk, 2 out of 5, across parts of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. A marginal risk extends into Missouri, Tennessee, and West Virginia. A 989 millibar low deepens from the Central Plains into Wisconsin today. Dew points surge into the mid to upper 50s, even touching 60 across southern Illinois, southern Indiana, and Kentucky by this afternoon. Cape values climb to 1,000 to 1,500 joules per kilogram in the warm sector, plenty for mid-February. The wind shear is impressive. Surface winds from the south-southeast, 850 millibar flow from the south-southwest at 40 to 50 knots, and the mid-level jet screaming in from the west. Clockwise curved hotographs support supercell development. The significant tornado parameter is climbing through the afternoon across southeast Illinois, southern Indiana, and western Kentucky. The bullseye for supercells runs from the greater St. Louis area eastward through Effingham, Mount Vernon, and Charleston in Illinois, then into Indianapolis, Bloomington, Evansville, and Lafayette in Indiana, and down through Louisville, Lexington, Bowling Green, and Cincinnati. Storms initiate near noon across southern Illinois, become supercellular by mid-afternoon, and the tornado window peaks around sunset into the early evening as the low-level jet ramps up. Chicago, Rockford, and Fort Wayne remain in the hail zone as storms push northeast. By late evening, activity clusters into a squall line with damaging wind gusts as the primary threat pushing into southern Michigan, northeast Ohio, and western Pennsylvania. The weekend, nor'easter. Confidence rising, but uncertainty remains. This is the storm the entire East Coast is watching. A disturbance currently off the coast of British Columbia will slide south across California tomorrow, cross the Rockies Friday, move through the Central States Saturday, and then aim at the East Coast. The Weather Prediction Center's extended forecast updated today still calls this a potential coastal storm Sunday night into Monday, with very uncertain overall impacts. But the language is shifting. The NWS now says confidence is increasing for a coastal low by Sunday and early Monday. If it develops, heavy coastal rain and inland snow from the mid-Atlantic to New England are possible, along with strong winds and coastal flooding potential. Here's the model breakdown. The traditional European model shows a farther south track with little to no precipitation for the mid-Atlantic and northeast. That's the bust scenario. The GFS shows light snow for the I-95 corridor, but the European AI model, the ECAIFs, has been consistent in showing a fairly classic nor'easter setup, and some GFS runs have gone much bigger, with one solution showing a 967 millibar bomb cyclone south of New England producing 1 to 2 feet from the Ohio Valley through the entire northeast, with 2 to 3 feet possible in the heaviest corridor from New Jersey through southern New England. AccuWeather's map highlights snow potential from Saturday night through Monday from the Ohio Valley through the Appalachians into the interior Northeast. Washington, New York City, and Boston sit right near the rain-snow line. A small wobble in track could flip the entire outcome for the I-95 corridor. Everything needs to line up perfectly. The right track, the right timing of cold air from Canada, and the right intensity. If any piece is missing, accumulations will be limited. All scenarios remain on the table, from a complete miss to a major nor'easter. The winter storm, upper Midwest, and Great Lakes. The first winter storm is winding down across the upper Mississippi Valley tonight, but the second storm, driven by today's 989 millibar low, brings heavy snow across Nebraska, Iowa, southwest Wisconsin, and southeast Minnesota today into tomorrow. Snow rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour are possible. Blizzard-like conditions develop across northeast Nebraska, southeast South Dakota, northwest Iowa, and southern Minnesota. Through Friday, the system pushes ice and snow into the Great Lakes and Northeast. Freezing rain targets the UP of Michigan, northern lower Michigan, and central New York. The WPC mentions 80 inches of Sierra snow through Monday. Winds gusting over 40 to 50 mph across the central U.S., with 80-plus mph in the mountain passes of New Mexico and Arizona. Fire weather, still dangerous. Critical fire weather continues across the southern plains today. Oklahoma's wildfires are still burning. Woodward and Beaver County remain active disaster zones. The threat zone today shifts to the Amarillo area, stretching to Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Elk City, and El Reno. An elevated risk extends south into Midland, El Paso, Wichita Falls, and the DFW area. Relative humidity dropping to 10 to 15%. Open burning is not recommended anywhere in these zones. California. Storm siege continues. The Sierra Nevada continues to pile up feet of snow. Snow levels remain dangerously low, around 1,000 to 2,500 feet in the foothills. Donner Pass closures continue. More coastal rain tonight. A third storm arrives this weekend with atmospheric river potential. The WPC says a developing low off Oregon will enhance onshore flow with several inches of rain from northern California to western Oregon and heavy Sierra to Cascades snow. Mudslides possible. Through the end of February, 20 feet of mountain snow remains possible at the highest peaks. City-by-city predictions. West Coast and Mountain West. Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, San Diego, Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Boise, Flagstaff, Denver, Albuquerque. California's storm siege continues. More rain tonight, heavier weekend system with atmospheric river. Sierra approaching 80 inches through Monday with more coming. Snow levels at 1,000 feet. Mudslide and flood risk remains elevated. Salt Lake City and the Wasatch getting much-needed snow. Flagstaff, Four Corners, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming. Significant accumulation continues. Wind gusts topping 80 mph in New Mexico and Arizona passes. Through late February, both models show monstrous western totals, 20 feet possible at highest peaks. Northeast, New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, D.C., Hartford, Providence, Portland, M.E., Buffalo. The weekend is everything. NWS says confidence increasing for a coastal low Sunday, Monday. NYC, Boston, and Philly sit near the rain-snow line. A small track change flips the entire forecast. Boom scenario. 967 Elbida bomb cyclone. 1 to 2 feet from Ohio through the northeast. Classic blizzard. Bust scenario. European model sends it offshore. Light snow at best. AI models lean boom. Arctic air arrives Sunday. Temps 5 to 15 below normal Monday, Tuesday. 2 to 4 inches of snow possible Friday into Saturday for parts of New England from a precursor system. A follow-up midweek system could add 3 to 10 more inches. Buffalo stays active with lake effect. Southeast, Atlanta, Charlotte, Nashville, Raleigh, Birmingham, Jacksonville, New Orleans. Records falling today, 80s along the Gulf Coast, approaching 90 in Miami. Thunderstorms possible along the coastal southeast through Friday. The weekend storm develops near the Carolinas. If it tracks north, transition from rain to snow in the Carolina mountains. If suppressed, mostly rain. Arctic air arrives Sunday, Monday. Late February stays active with severe weather prospects from the Ohio Valley south to the Gulf Coast. Midwest and Great Lakes, Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Columbus, St. Louis, Cincinnati, Louisville. Severe weather today. Supercell corridor from St. Louis through Indianapolis to Cincinnati and Louisville. Tornado threat peak sunset to early evening. Chicago in the hail zone tonight. Heavy snow and blizzard conditions northeast Nebraska through southern Minnesota. Freezing rain. Upper Michigan and northern lower Michigan Friday, Saturday. Record warmth today, crashes by the weekend. 30-degree temperature drop. Cleveland and Detroit in the transition zone for the weekend nor'easter. Plains and South Central. Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, Omaha, Denver, San Antonio, Little Rock, Memphis. Fire weather continues. Critical risk Amarillo to Tulsa to OKC. Elevated risk DFW, Wichita Falls, Midland, El Paso. Oklahoma wildfires still active. Record warmth continues across Texas. Cold front arrives tonight tomorrow. Big temperature crash. The weekend storm could bring snow to parts of Oklahoma, Missouri, and Arkansas. March preview shows mild temperatures, but well above average precipitation and increasing severe weather potential across the Mississippi and Ohio valleys. March preview. The early signals point to a mild month temperature-wise for the lower 48, but very active. Well above average precipitation across much of the country as the ENSO pattern transitions from La Nina to neutral this spring. The Mississippi Valley and Ohio Valley face increasing severe weather outbreak potential as we get deeper into the season. 2 more Arctic blasts are likely before February ends, the first this weekend, the second around the 26th through the 28th. Between them, the opportunistic southeast ridge tries to warm things back up, but every time it retreats, cold air rushes back in. The volatile pattern continues. Big temperature swings, heavy precipitation events, and storm after storm. The models keep flip-flopping on early March. 2 days ago, they showed warmth. Now the European shows a full trough east cold pattern. This winter is not done yet. Thanks for watching.